In one tranquil night, Khaled, a worker in a small city restaurant, found himself working the night shift alone. The place was devoid of customers, and a strange calm pervaded the atmosphere. Suddenly, the lights began flickering and dimming erratically, accompanied by the sound of footsteps emanating from the kitchen. Proceeding cautiously towards the kitchen, Khaled found everything in place except for an old blood-stained knife lying on the table. Trying to dismiss it, he couldn't ignore the whispers that began emanating from the restaurant's corners. Summoning his courage, Khaled decided to trace the source of the sound, leading him to discover a secret door that led down to a dark cellar. Descending into the cellar, Khaled found an old wooden box. Upon opening it, he discovered a collection of letters and photographs belonging to a family that once owned the restaurant decades ago. Among the letters, Khaled learned that the restaurant had been the site of a horrific murder, and that the victim's spirits still haunted the place. Objects started moving on their own, and doors began slamming shut. Khaled tried escaping, but the spirits pursued him at every corner of the restaurant. In a moment of despair, he remembered a piece of advice from a former colleague. Reading aloud from an ancient ritual book could calm the spirits. Searching the cellar, Khaled found the book and began reading. With each word, the chaos began to subside. Slowly, the atmosphere returned to normalcy, and the ghosts vanished. Yet Khaled knew the peace wouldn't last long. He needed to learn more about the curse looming over the place. The next night, Khaled returned to the restaurant with a team of friends to uncover the cellar's secrets. As they explored, they encountered more eerie phenomena, including inhuman sounds and moving shadows in the darkness. They discovered a secret tunnel leading to a room filled with belongings of the restaurant's original family. Upon entering the room, Khaled and his friends noticed the walls were covered in bloody drawings and clearly imprinted handprints. Suddenly, the sounds intensified, painful screams and the echo of children crying. In the far corner, there was a broken doll, seemingly moving on its own. Khaled remembered another piece of advice from the ancient book. Communicating with the spirits by lighting certain candles may reveal the truth. They lit the candles and began to communicate with the spirits. One spirit, a little girl, slowly appeared in front of them, crying and asking for help in finding her mother. Guided by the spirit, Khaled and his friends entered another secret room filled with old bones and personal belongings of missing people. They realized this family had been victims of a series of brutal crimes, and the child's spirit was trying to warn them of a greater danger. As they attempted to escape, the place began to tremble violently, with doors and windows locking tightly. They gathered their courage and started performing rituals from the ancient book. But with each step, the spirits grew more aggressive, trying to stop them by any means. In the final moment, Khaled gathered all his strength and screamed out, pleading for mercy and forgiveness for the spirits. Suddenly everything stopped, the spirits vanished, and tranquility returned. Khaled and his friends exited the restaurant, knowing they had rescued the spirits from torment, yet leaving behind a place filled with secrets never to be forgotten. They pondered about the fate of other spirits they couldn't help,